Hello everybody, this is Micah from Food Travelers, and in this episode, I just flew down to Reno, Nevada to the Grand Buffet at the Grand Sierra Resort. And for this episode, I came here for a Friday dinner. Their operation hours are Friday dinners at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturdays from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday brunch 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and they are closed on Monday to Thursdays. So the cost of the buffet for Friday and Saturday dinner for adults is $59.99 and for children is $24.99. Sunday brunch is $38.99 for adults and $28.99 for children at this time of recording. So please do check the website for the updated pricing before you come, so you won't be surprised by that if there are any changes. So starting off here, like I mentioned, I came here for a Friday dinner, and because I flew in that day, I was pretty hungry. All I had that day was just food from the airplane, and so it's not very much food. And because they open at 5 p.m., I was expecting not having a huge line, but surprisingly, there was a pretty big line already at like 4:45 p.m. about like 15-20 minutes before they opened. And after I paid and got sat down, I saw more and more people line up. Throughout the night, there was just a lot of people still in line waiting to come in here. I kind of like the layout of this buffet. Everything is just against the wall, and everybody is seated kind of in the center of the buffet. It just makes it easy to find everything and to form lines. So in this buffet, some of the offerings that they have a Asian wok section with like Mongolian beef, sweet and sour chicken, lemon pork, and they have a smokehouse section with like the prime rib with au jus and creamy horseradish, applewood smoked ham, herb roasted turkey breasts with white wine gravy, assorted gourmet sausages, grilled to order New York steak, and herb roasted salmon fillets, and the chef weekly carved meat special. So another thing I did see at this time of recording was that they had a sign for beef brisket. It was so sad for me this trip. I really wanted that beef brisket, so I did come up to the counter a few times asking, hey, is the beef brisket available? But each time I came up, they're like, no, we don't have it right now. And then eventually they just said, oh yeah, we don't have it tonight. So I mean, why have that sign? And it's like a big tease. Like, if you don't have it, put that sign away. So another station that they did have is a fuzz station, and they had this salad bar section right in the center of everything. And on the other side of this salad bar section is the seafood section. And it was really surprising to me. This is the first time I've been to a buffet where the seafood is not self-serve. So they have a person right in the center of that island of food, and you have to wait and give them your plate and tell them what you want, and they will ask, oh, okay, here's 2 pieces of crab or 3 pieces of crab and shrimp, and that's it just kind of forms a really long line in that part. So they, with the fuzz station, they also have like different type of broths with like the chicken broth and the beef broth, and also they have pork wontons in here as well. And this was pretty nice to see from a buffet. There are a lot of buffets that we've been to in the past that they did not have these fuzz stations. And they also have the saute station as well for made-to-order pastas, made-to-order omelets during like the Saturday breakfast and Sunday brunch times. It was really interesting to see the clam chowder with the bread bowl. I know like a lot of the previous buffets that we went to, both Simon and I, we would mention that we try not to fill our plates with carbs, but seeing that bread bowl, it looked really good, and I really wanted to try it. So I grabbed it and I kind of regretted grabbing it because it was so big and filling that I knew I shouldn't have grabbed it, but it just looked so good. But I'm glad I did get to try it. I couldn't finish the whole thing. The bread was really good. What you would expect from other clam chowder places for a bread bowl. So if that's what you're really into, go try it. So another thing I did want to mention is they do have crab utensils for like the cracking tool and also the pick knife. Both of those are inside the bucket. So for every table, they do have that tin bucket, and they do have wet wipes and more napkins as well. But that is something that you want to ask for your server for. So it does get pretty messy, cracking open all the crab and everything. And it was really nice to see that they have those hand sanitizer dispensers all over the buffet. Oftentimes you go to buffets and sometimes they do have it. It's not often that you see it right behind you, so it made it really convenient for me to be able to wash my hands throughout the meal. And it was surprising that they put us right next to the sweet booth, which is the dessert station. So I was really tempted just to grab dessert throughout the meal, but I didn't do that this time. I definitely sat through, finished all my food first before I had dessert. So the crab, some parts of it was kind of difficult to crack open. I kind of wish I had something to cut into it to break it apart more easily, but unfortunately I didn't have that this time. So as you saw in the buffet walkthrough, that they did have like pizza as well, and they do have like a taco bar, and you could tell the chef what you want with the taco bar. And they do have corn tortillas and flour as well. That is something that you want to ask for. And another thing I did want to mention is they don't have reservations for this buffet, and that is something that I thought, okay, well, if they don't have reservations available, maybe it wouldn't be that busy. But I guess since they don't open during the weekdays, and they're only open during the weekends, it does get pretty busy for this buffet. And one thing I really enjoyed here was that pork rib. It was really comparable to many barbecue restaurants that I've been to in the past. It almost tasted like you got from a barbecue restaurant because it was so smoky and it was so juicy and moist inside. It had really good flavors. It was not something I expected from a buffet. And so going through the walkthrough for the dessert section, they had a lot of cookies, and they have the vegan option, and they have sugar-free and normal sweet sugar options as well. It was surprising to see how many different styles of cookies that they had to offer, and a lot of cookies. There's so many different type of cookies. Like they have vegan cookies, they have sugar-free cookies, and then they have the normal cookies. And I just thought for a buffet, probably should offer more stuff than just cookies and pies. It would have been nice to see other things as well, maybe like cotton candy or like a I don't know, like a chocolate fondue station or something else. It is what it is. They do have these sorbet and dairy-free options as well, which is always nice to have, especially if you can't have dairy. So some of the other items that I got was the pecan pie, I got the creme brulee, I got these, I don't know what they are right now, but they're like these shiny berry cups that I got. I probably wouldn't have grabbed it, but because they had this glitter on it and it just looked so shiny, it just caught my eye and I just wanted to try it. And I don't have much to say about it besides that it was really shiny and pretty to look at. The pecan pie, I wished it would have been more texture to it. It was like a jelly style filling. I would have preferred more pecan in the center, and would have preferred the crust to be a little bit more flaky. for my taste. I did see that they put this chocolate swirl on the bottom of the pecan. I guess that's supposed to give it a little bit more chocolate flavor to it, but it was kind of hard. It didn't feel like it was that fresh to scoop up. So maybe if you're into this type of pecan where the texture is more like a jelly style, then it might be better for you. Personally, I prefer a little bit more texture, where more chew to it, like from the pecan itself. The sorbet I thought was pretty good. I don't have really much to say about the sorbet. It's pretty comparable to a lot of other gelatos and sorbets that I've had in the past from different buffets. Overall, I did really enjoy this buffet. I thought the server was really attentive, and they came by and refilled my cup with more with what I was drinking, which was a Coca-Cola, and they also gave me more napkins when I was requesting for it. And the best part is a clean tin. So as I'm eating my crab and shrimp, I had a clean tin, and I didn't have to worry about overflowing and having to stop and wait for it to be cleared. So definitely give this one a try if you're in Reno. And to wrap up the episode is our notable. For this notable goes to the pork ribs. It was very nice, smoky flavor to it. It was not quite fall off the bone, but it still had really good texture. It was very tender, it was very juicy, and overall a very good nice bite to it. Definitely worth a try if you are at this buffet. And to support our channel, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for the YouTube algorithm. And for more photos, follow us on Instagram. See you guys on the next episode.